Hello everyone, this is Luke, and welcome to possibly the most important battle in the southeast corner, where we have gone through rigorous battle setup to allow the damaged Vltavan forces that have concentrated upon the tower since the defeat of their capital to go and attack that tower and try to destroy in a last-ditch effort to get revenge for their losses. We've got Lions on the camera as he slowly pans through all the attackers. Up against him is a coalition that has been hastily assembled once news broke of the Vltavan fleets going rogue. A coalition consisting of basically everyone in the area. Eon actually did not send anything because they didn't have any aircraft prepared. There are drills from Rumelia, fighters from planes from Uma, and that should be more or less enough. The very high aura tower just sitting in the corner. We'll see what happens. I will notify you throughout the battle or at the end if it has been detonated to a sufficient degree to cause a problem. Go ahead and unpause. Hopefully these guys don't immediately capsize. One of the planes has exploded, but the rest should be good. Vltav fleets have been ordered to attack the tower with the highest priority. Although the individual missiles may or may not follow that. But everything that has stuff whose target priority can control will. There's 2 carriers, and then there's 2 planes, and then 1 helicopter on the Vltavan side.
Appears to be a gyroscope in there.
FTD battle setup, or TPD battle setup. Yeah, don't follow the drills, they're not going to do anything. Focus on the carriers or the helicopter. Or the tower, because that's going to be the thing taking damage. Yeah, I suspect that Power Buster will be one of the most effective damage dealers against the tower, because it can actually laser designate its missiles. That's looking like a lot of damage, fellas. An overpin on one of the big tanks does not seem good. Oh, I'm no expert about BAEL Tower design. That is a big missile. But fire does also seem not good. See if you can get inside one of those tanks and see if there's been a penetration of it. Actually, that looks like there may have even been an over-penetration. They're targeting the tower because they were given the order to target the tower. They had their target prio set that way. Yeah, they are ignoring the other stuff. It's a suicide attack, doesn't matter if they die. And speaking of, that guy is going to ram. I think that guy has a weird bug where if his enemies aren't all outside of 2.5 kilometers when it spawns, it will find suicide ram its main target, which actually works well here, I think. This is still a chance he slows. Oh, it looks like he is. Okay.
I don't think those conditions have been met.
But yeah, that's a lot of tower damage. What's the health on it? 97. Okay, it's pretty big.
Do keep in mind.
See if you can locate the drills. I'm guessing they're still chasing the planes, but that's a cool camo. The tower just has a tungsten cube in it. Crying obsidian cube. It's got a respawn anchor. Oh, there's the drills. For one of them anyways. Which is trying to chase down a death spiraling plane. flares look really cinematic. I see a lot of fire directed towards the tower. It's too bad Vltavan isn't the one with drills, because those would go hard against the tower. The tower's function slash destructive mechanism. But I suspect if multiple of those tanks are breached, that is pretty not good. And especially if those spinny green things at the bottom get breached, that is also going to be very not good. I think if both of those get breached, then it is definitely exploding. If only the tanks are breached, there's probably a good chance of it exploding. But there may be a more capability to intervene to minimize the damage. Yeah, it's getting primed. Oh. It's at least a bigger plane for it to be going after. Those drills are steam powered, that's cool. There's the Umamasumi aircraft. I know there has been plans of evac. I think I hope I've done a reasonably fair job here of getting a resolution that at least gives the defenders a chance while not totally, or while still punishing them a little bit for leaving the tower totally exposed, and giving VBR a chance to achieve his goal. But we'll see about that when we get to the deciding for sure if it blew up or doing a roll to figure it out otherwise. Those missiles like, yep, we want the tower. Trying to decide where to hit it. Oh, maybe? Oh, near miss. Absolute skill issue. Oh, we're getting more overpins of a different tank. Oh, that's heat, not overpins. Heat or Hesh.
I believe that's Hesh.
Oh, there's some overpin too. Uh-oh. The green things have stopped. I don't know, fellas, that's not good. The green things have stopped spinning. Okay, the lower tank is still there, at least that mimic tank. But the main multiple of the tanks have been breached. And the green spinny thing's been breached. Oh yeah, that's been breached and overpinned. I think this is gonna be a boom, fellas. Think you may be cooked. Alright, I am going to roll a single dice for the last minute attempt of a BAEL employee to activate the emergency shutoff valve that definitely fixes everything. If he rolls a 19, he somewhat succeeds and the damage is reduced. If he rolls a 20, he will give up his life to prevent the tower exploding. Are you all ready? It's been rolled. It's a 9. Tower's gone. GG, fellas. You can let the battle keep playing, but I'll need to discuss with Kumo to decide whether or not this is academic and whether any of those people are getting out alive. You have the aviators.
Assume that the planes will be fine and the aviators can make it to wherever they're going to land, but perhaps not much further.
I assume they'd mostly be fully NBRC protected. I'm not certain. Oh, the towers are unmanned? Okay, no wonder the person failed. I know in previous there was a lore blurb, I think, that was about, like, evacuating the tower. They had just been evacuating the area around the tower. I think the final implementation that I worked out with, not Kuma, but the other BAEL player, not Helios, the third person.
Visser?
This? Yeah, we'll go with that. I think the implementation we worked out was that they did you would essentially build a bit of a city around them. Which would have crew presumably in it. But yeah, this is a big yikes for the BAEL Corporation and for the entire Southeast. While we're here, let's roll for wind speed and direction, which is less critical than on this than on nukes, because nukes are... Yeah, the wind is north-northwest. Which could be worse. Very bad for Wieston, but good for everyone else, I have to say. Given that northeast would have been the default assumption, which would have been very bad for, like, Uma and some others. And then for wind strength, if this is low, then it hardly matters. What the direction is. Okay, wind is pretty high, so it's getting low and fairly intensely to the northwest. It's basically a nuke. One could argue it's a more important nuke. Rumelia and Kaya get less severe disaster. It will slow beat you a little bit, I think.
From what I recall, though, it also has some kind of network. It extends through the ground, like some kind of mycelium.
Oh, quite a ways. That can be true.
And
yeah.
the destruction of the tower isn't just leakage and spillage, it's withdrawal.
Yeah, that too. Because it does help the host nation quite a bit. I can't wait to just put a circular hole in the map right around the BAEL Tower. Nah, I just... the tower radius will not be a good place to live. And you thought the bunnies had a fertility problem. Alrighty, can we get a, like... I guess there's still the Vltavan aircraft is in the air. How's it doing, like, health-wise? Okay, Pyrobes's pretty damaged, or moderately damaged. You've got a Despot at 93, and then a Despot at 76. The one at... Did you damage the one at 76?
Yes.
Is it pre-hurt? Okay.
It's
To
pre-hurt.
what degree was it? Did you get it all the way down to 76?
I think it was at 78 or 77.
Okay, fair enough.
So it's taken...
If the one is at 93... we need to talk more with Kumo about the intentions of it. I'm ruling it somewhere between, like, a nuke and the rules as I've heard them. Yeah. Kumo is less dead, but Kumo may still be vaguely alive. Go ahead and bring us the dawn. maybe turn down the...
No, this is just lore accurate. This is what's happening. The atmosphere burned.
This is canonically the point where the BAEL Tower reached critical mass and exploded. Go ahead and hit it with the explosion debug, or with the incendiary debug tool. That should be good enough. Then go ahead and toggle off it so we don't get the debug looking thing. That is such a wild visual. Yeah. Especially with the, like, lens flare that is at such a high degree. Is that thing gonna 9/11 the tower? Okay, good. It flew over. Who would have thought that the most atrocious graphics setting could make for the peakest cinema?
We're just gonna leave this here. actually. With your permission. Oh.
That guy's despawning.
Let's see, who's touching the ground? Really? Neither of you? You.
Can't even see what's happening to a lot of those things. Oh, the lens flare. Yeah, you can go ahead and incendiary that guy. We got one more battle after this one. It'll be a pretty quick SDF versus SDF1. You can burn that guy.
I think anything that's touching the
burn that
ground.
Yeah. I also imagine that all the stuff that this thing is now releasing into the atmosphere would be heinously corrosive. There's guys still dogfighting each other in the stupidest of spirals. Yeah, your emergency repairs roll. If you get 4 nat 20s, then you'll pull off the emergency repair. The guy you sent in to do the emergency repair does not know which side of a screwdriver you're supposed to use. Came up to the emergency fix everything button and clicked the emergency self-destruct button that was right next to it.
Oh. That wasn't me.
Another thing killed. Look at the map. There can't be that much stuff left, unless like the glare is just totally obscuring what we can see. Oh, we are just left. Okay, all the Vltav craft have been destroyed now. And just 3 borers and a piercer left. GG on that battle. I will figure out what results we'll need reflected in the sheet shortly. Thank you all for watching. This was one heck of a battle.